beginning this interview, first of all, thank you for joining me. I mean, let's talk about your audition process for KB. I mean, Skeleton Crew is trending as we speak. So, what was it that made you, say yes to this role? And, like, how did you decide that this was a project that you sort of wanted to pursue professionally?
Well, the audition process was really secretive. Like, I didn't even know it was for Star Wars when I got it, but I just knew it was going to be really fun when I first read the script. It was, I think it was only like a page and a quarter long, so it was really short, but I knew that I had to create like a character for it because they didn't give me much information on my character. Like, I knew that from the script that she was a little bit robotic, but I wasn't sure if she was like a full-on robot or if she was maybe like a cyborg type or maybe just completely just a real girl. So I ended up doing, I sent in two takes, like one more robotic and then one that was just like half and half, like a cyborg. And that was really fun. And then when I got the role, Jon Watts, I had like a whole on talk with him. I had like a list of questions about my character, and he gave me answers, but he said that um you can create the character on your own. And like he gave me the creative freedom to just make the character, which was really fun. And I heard that him and Chris Ford, they went back to the script and they revised our characters to fit us, which is really cool.
That sounds amazing. And I mean, speaking of John Watts and all these wonderful people, like, do you remember your experience meeting your fellow co-stars and the crew affiliated with this project for the first time, as well as what was it like stepping onto the set of Skeleton Crew when getting to put on those like visors and orgs for the first time?
Oh yeah. It was really great meeting everybody. I mean, we were all masked up because it was still during COVID, but everyone was so nice, and I think we just immediately clicked, and we got to see our dressing rooms, and we were all crying because we were all next to each other, and there was balloons everywhere, and we were playing and kicking around the balloons together, like immediately, like right after we met, and I think we played. Oh, we had a movie night. We watched E.T. and Goonies, and we played Mario Kart in our schoolroom, and we shared snacks. And I think it was such an exciting day, and I knew that we were going to be just really good friends. And that was some it was some good casting because we immediately all became best friends. And oh, and the visor part, I mean, that took a long process. Like I was working, the team who made my visor was working on it even before I went on set, and I had like a 3D copy of my head. I shaved this side of my head, so the visor would fit, and then we had like wig fittings too. And I remember looking in the mirror for the first time and everyone seeing me with like my full costume on, and everyone was just really shocked. And there was this camera guy on set, and he said to me that, oh my gosh, when you walked in on for the first time, I had only seen you with your costume on, and so I was wondering who is this brown-haired girl coming on set. Who is this random kid? And he didn't even recognize me. But that was just a funny little story.
No, I think your costume is definitely one of the coolest costumes, especially in Star Wars, and being a part of such a massive world of Star Wars. What do you think was the most memorable element that you feel like you took away from your time on this production?
I think I I took away like being more confident myself, I think, and like speaking up for myself because, you know, Jon Watts is he's very open to new personalities. Like, you can really just be yourself around him and be comfortable. And I had been so used to being like a guest star on roles, and I didn't realize that I could like joke around and have fun and, still be professional at the same time. And everyone was so open to just having fun. And I I think I learned a lot from that, and I came out feeling like more confident in myself, and also I learned like sorry, I learned how to speak up for myself because when we were first doing the visor, I hadn't worn it for so long, like for multiple hours when we were filming, when we were like trying it on and making it. And so I remember feeling like kind of uncomfortable, um, because it was like just a little uncomfortable in my ears, and I didn't want to speak up because I thought I was going to be a pain, and I thought it was going to like it was yeah, I was going to be a pain, and we were going to lose like precious time because us kids can only work for so long. But it turned out that, you know, I did end up speaking up because, and I realized that they wanted me to speak up. They wanted me to feel comfortable, and they wanted me to feel like safe. And I I realize now that I should have spoken up earlier because it would have made things easier. But yeah,
Well, I'm happy you had such, still a very inclusive environment where, you learned this. It's actually, a challenge that a lot of people, including me, feel, when to speak up or not. So yeah, that's amazing. But pertaining
yeah.
to, your performance, from the first few episodes of the project, I could feel like how sort of direct and straightforward KB can be at times. Like, she's very thoughtful, but also sometimes very reserved. Like she's kind of like a no nonsense girl, but I don't know why, but she somehow reminds me of Princess Leia. I don't know why, for some reason, like very like similar traits. So like I personally would have loved if we could ever sort of get an opportunity to witness KB and Princess Leia sort of have an interaction. But I'm very curious to know if you had the opportunity to sort of pick any Star Wars project, be it a movie or a series, is there sort of any specific project that you would love for yourself or KB to be a part of and interact with their characters?
I would love to be a part of like the first movie, A New Hope, and maybe also Mandalorian because I really wanna. I feel like KB and Mandalorian would be like a really cool team because we both have like similar like I don't
Personality.
know the word, but yeah, like kind of like robotic sort of look. And also I would love to see Grogu and Neil together. That'd be really cute.
That would be awesome. Very, very interesting to see. I wish, maybe John is watching somewhere and writing this. So hopefully we get to see that in season two. But
You better take notes.
so what was your creative process like while playing KB? Like, did you have any sort of acting ritual that helped you, get into the mindset of your character?
Ooh, um, well, I started exercising a lot more. Like, I would go running every morning before set, and it was kind of like my own like meditation process. Like, I got my brain moving and made me feel really good. And I did some like wushu on the side. I did parkour because I wasn't sure like what I was gonna have to do and what kind of stunts the show would have me to do. And I just kind of wanted like KB to be this really strong girl, and like I even made like the stance for her, so she always stands like with her legs kind of far apart and her arms like kind of tough, like a cool robot or like the Terminator. I don't know, just something cool like that. And then I made a playlist for myself. I listen to like classical music most of the time, and I also did research on like other robotic characters. I watched all the Star Wars movies. I looked at like C3PO and like droid characters and also like creature characters, and just to see like how they interacted with the other characters, and I kind of took inspo from my character. And then I looked at like Gemma Chan from Humans because she's a little robotic, but she's still like helpful. And then I just combined everything and tried to create a character. And I used a little bit of myself in my character too, and I tried to apply like things she was feeling to my life, and I think we're really similar, so it wasn't too difficult.
That's an impactful thing to say. I think you're an amalgamation of all these things. And do you remember your anticipation period before, these first couple of episodes dropped? And now that they are already out in the world, like, how has the reception been like on your performance?
Oh, um, I am not sure because I'm kind of scared to go on social media. You know, people can be very like, um, everyone has an opinion, and so I try to stay away. But when we were filming, everyone was really nice. They always said good job, so I hope I did a good job. I'm excited to see all the other episodes, especially episode 6.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wait for episode 6 then. I think that's a favorite. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Star Wars is such a beloved franchisee, and you probably already witnessed like the massive excitement, love, and sort of anticipation from the fans before these episodes even dropped. And speaking of that, you also recently, attended the premiere for Skeleton Crew. So, what was your experience with that?
Oh my gosh, that was such an exciting day. I remember waking up and being like, this is gonna be the biggest day of my entire life. Because I had been waiting, like, I don't know, it's been like 2 years since I did the audition. So I've been waiting a really long time, and it was my first time seeing all the episodes. I know the other kids had seen them, but I really wanted to wait and see them on the big screen. And it was really cool, like taking photos with everyone because I got to see like all the directors lined up, and I'd only seen them for like months at a time, like separately. And so it was kind of like tricky on my mind because I was like, wow, everyone is together. This is like the craziest scene I've ever seen.
And you are amazing. I know you were like, I don't go out and on social media platforms to see, but I'm telling you, you're amazing. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of praise for you. So for the
Thank you.
people, who have already watched the first 2 episodes and they're loving your performance, and are keenly waiting for the, next ones, what can you tell us in terms of, what we can expect from KB's arcs in these forthcoming episodes?
Yeah. I think you can expect like I guess KB like finding who she is and really speaking up and making her own decisions because KB is she can be very quiet and reserved, like you said, and she's very straightforward, but when it comes to, I guess, speaking up, she kind of lets Fern take the lead because her parents, they don't expect like anything from her because she's different. She's she's kind of like smothered with love, and she has like no expect her parents have no expectations from her. Um, and so I think you'll see like a lot of her just making her own decisions and really thinking for herself.
Yes, and so I think very similar to how what you were saying, that she first can't speak, but then now she finds her own way. So very excited to see all of that. But wrapping up our, beautiful conversation, I know besides acting, you're also such, a wonderful singer. And so anything else that you're working on that, you'd like to tell us or your fans about? Perhaps any more music covers or any other acting projects in the pipeline?
Well, I'm writing a screenplay right now. I really hope that maybe when I'm a little bit older, I can produce my own movie, and maybe I'm getting into cinematography. Like I have my own digicam, and I uh, I begged my mom to take out her camcorder, so I'm getting more into that. And I'm working on an album right now, and also I might release some like electric guitar covers soon. But we'll see what else the future holds.